Hey everyone, it's Brandon from All American Thrills, and this is our brand new construction update of Batman the Ride at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. In this update, Keith and Jay from 4Prop Productions are at the park with Jeffrey, and they're going to take some brand new ALTair footage as well as some footage from the ground from a hard hat tour. So we're going to go ahead and take it over to them right now. Let's go. Okay, ALTair taking off. And we're about to do our first ever flyover of Batman the Ride. We've had plenty fly-arounds, but that's the first time that we've flown over. In our last update, we featured the final piece of track being installed. Now, of course, since that point, there has still been a lot of additions to the ride, a little bit more subtle, which is why we're focusing on those subtle additions, but yet they're just as exciting. Doing a flyover of the width of the coaster, which, as I mentioned before, is a very wide ride. As ALTair is doing a fly around, you will start to notice the brand new Batman logo that was just added to the coaster structure a couple days ago. I think it really pops, sets the ride apart, and tells everyone that this is Batman the Ride. Zooming in on construction crews who are doing some work for the coaster's lift chain. Very exciting because, you know, the lift chain is needed to bring you up that 120-foot tall lift. Additionally, a roof has been added to the transfer track. Cars have been loaded onto the track, which will show off in just a few moments on our ground hard hat tour. We're even going to be going into the operating booth. You'll notice down on the far side of the building a roof being started. That is work being started on the coaster station. On the ground now, in the operating booth, now that'll be that's where you'll be pulling out for the station. Zooming in on the SNS Worldwide. Still in the operating booth. Should be a very cool view from the ride operator's perspective as you see the guests pulling out and beginning to go up that lift hill. You'll notice there's the chain right there. Walking around on the ground, this will be the end of the ride, the braking area. You'll notice on the left there's the transfer track. We'll be getting closer to those cars in just a bit. Getting up to those cars, you'll see that those restraints look incredibly comfortable. The trains are just very cool. They have a kind of futuristic look to them. The undercarriage. I am so excited for this ride. I really can't be sitting in one of those seats and free flying on Batman the Ride, which is expected to be opening Memorial Day weekend at Six Flags. That's exciting. Walking down closer into the station and loading area, you'll see the lift chain there on the ground and being installed. These are really some really unique views that I don't think anyone's really seen much of yet. So it's very exciting to be getting these up close and personal views of the coaster as it's really coming together and really starting to come to life with the cars on the track and the lift chain being installed and the track finished. It's just looking better and better every single update. There's the transfer area where you have two cars loaded. You're facing each other. They are 12 passenger cars. Or 8 passenger cars, forget. Wrapping it up with one final ALTair clip of that amazing structure and coaster. Here we go, ALTair coming in for a landing.
Hello, for All American Thrills, my name is Keith Whitehead.
And I'm Jay Craig.
And we are co-owners of 4Prop Production here in San Antonio, Texas.
Alright, that wraps up our brand new construction update of Batman the Ride. Next time, we're going to be taking a look at testing of the coaster. So, make sure you like All American Thrills on Facebook, follow on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe right here on YouTube so you're always the first to know when we post our exciting updates from Batman the Ride and other coaster projects. Special thanks to Keith and Jay from 4Prop Productions, Jeffrey, and the entire team at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. We'll see you next time, everyone.